Good morning, class. I, Mukesh Tiwari, welcome everyone in Smart Exam Academy. I am Mukesh Tiwari. We are going to discuss the First World War. This is our second chapter on Indian history. First chapter we have discussed in history, that is Revolt of 1857. If you have not seen, the description is available. The link is available of the video in the description. You can watch the first chapter of history, ICSE board. So we are going to discuss the world history, that is the first World War. So let's go ahead. So it is called actually, first of all, a question arises: why it is called the First World War? Why it is called the World War? It is called World War because this war was fought on land, air and sea, in all fronts. In land, air, sea, on all the three fronts this war was fought. And any war would be called a world war because majority of the nations take participation in this war. The countries of Asia, Europe and Africa all participated. Asia, Africa and Europe, all the three continent countries participated in this war. That is war, and that is why it is called the First World War. So the year you can see 28 July 1914 to November 18, 1918. So this is the year. Everybody has to remember the year. So now we are moving ahead. The next one. So introduction, we have discussed the First World War. Introduction, we have discussed the year, why it is called the First World War, why it is called the World War in fact. Now we are moving ahead towards the causes. What actually responsible, why the revolution why the World War happened. So these are the military nationalism, arms race, division of Europe into two hostile groups, and Sarajevo crisis. So these are the main causes of the war. You can we will discuss each causes in a very deep manner, and at last I will also give you a small trick to remember these causes. The main trick, very easy trick I have that I am going to give you to remember all the causes. So keep watching the video. In the last I will give you the trick. So let's move ahead. The first, militant nationalism. Militant nationalism. The militarily actually during that time every country started preparing themselves militarily. Militarily every country started becoming powerful, and every country started expending much more expenditure on the military. That anyhow I have to become militarily strong. It means if a country is focusing on the military only, so that means they are preparing for war. So first I am going to discuss aggressive nationalism. Aggressive nationalism. Nationalism for one country during that time means the hatred for the another, loving for one country and hatred for the another. My country is good, other countries are bad. My nationalism is good, other nationalism is bad. The beginning of this cause was started with Germany. During that time Germany was ruled by Kaiser Wilhelm. You will also see the picture. He is Kaiser Wilhelm. He was the German dictator. He was a German dictator and very ambitious. He wanted to make Germany a superpower, and that is why he started preparing for the military expenditure for the to make Germany an international power. He started aggressive policy. He started capturing new territories like Alsace-Lorraine, and many other territory. Alsace-Lorraine. These were the new territories. It belonged to France, but forcefully German Wilhelm captured that territory. So France also became angry on Germany. Germany started preparing military for war. So this was the first important cause, aggressive nationalism. Another one, economic competition. Every country was in competition. England, France, her colonies in Asia and Africa, even Russia and Japan, it had to expand the colonies to get new raw material. It was mainly for the competition to capture new territories for the market and for the raw material. During that time, England was moving ahead. England or the Great Britain was moving ahead to the capture of new territories. Another way, France was also competing, and Russia and Japan, they were also capturing new territories over China. Italy was also on the competition. Another one, third one, international tension, apprehension, hatred. Every country was in competition to terrify the another country. Every country was preparing more on armies and navy. Even in the militarily also, every country was preparing for war. So these are the main causes. You can write down in this slide. You can write down these things. We are moving ahead to the next cause. I hope everybody has been able to understand. Competition, economic competition, military competition, and the nationalism. These were the main military points, military causes. Let's move. So he is the gentleman. He was the emperor of Germany, who is held primarily responsible for beginning of the capture of new territories by force. He captured Alsace-Lorraine, which was a part of France, and France became unhappy with the expansionist design. एक के बाद एक इन्होंने एक के बाद एक टेरिटरीज कैप्चर करने शुरू किए, टेरिटरीज पर कब्जा करना शुरू किया. उनमें से एक था एल्सेस-लोरेन, जो कि फ्रांस का हिस्सा था, और फ्रांस इससे खुश नहीं था. So let's move ahead. I am telling in Hindi also, so that if you are unable to understand, I hope I am able to understand in easy language. Race for the armaments. So this is the another cause. Every country was stockpiling the arms. The another cause is the arms race. The another cause is the arms race. The increasing of the arms was also an important cause for the First World War. Every country was in mad race to increasing its armament, to increase its power and to terrify the another country. Every country was stockpiling the armaments. Another thing, Germany had a powerful navy, and he was increasing its naval power. In order to do this work, Kiel Canal, he made the Kiel Canal much more deeper and much more wider, so that the battleship can also enter into that water, enter into that area, in order to increase the strength of the navy. England and France were unhappy, because England and France were already aware that if Germany is increasing the naval power, he is preparing for the war. And that is why both England and France were anxious, were not too much happy with the growing military strength of Germany. So race for the armament was another cause. Let's move ahead. It is a Kiel Canal. Actually, at the very beginning, it was very shorter, and it was not suitable for the entry of the battleship. But it was made wider and deeper so that even battleship can also enter into the canal. And it means that Germany was preparing for the war and strengthening the naval power. Move ahead. I hope the things are getting clear. Another one was the division of Europe into two hostile groups, Triple Alliance and Triple Entente. The Triple Alliance. The Triple Alliance, Austro-Hungary, Germany, and Austro-Hungary and Italy. Italy came later. So it is called ABC. Austro-Hungary, Germany, and Italy. These are the three countries which are forming the Triple Alliance. Another one, Triple Entente. The European countries, France, England, and Russia, and Japan joined later into the group. So all these three countries formed the Triple Entente. Triple Entente. Here the Triple Entente. Entente is hiding. Triple Entente. So Triple Alliance and Triple Entente. These were the two groups in which it was a rival group. So let's move. Another one, another important cause, no effective international organization for preservation of peace in the world. If suppose in the two groups, in the two countries, the conflict is happening, so who will solve that conflict? United Nations, UNO in the present time. But during that time, UNO, it is an international organization to stop the war. But during that time, no such international organization was capable to stop the war. International organization was not there. It was not there. So it was also another cause for the outbreak of the First World War, because international organization was not there during that time. So you can write down, it is also an important point. Next we are going to discuss the immediate cause. What was the immediate cause? Assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. He was actually the prince. He was the heir. Here H-E-I-R. Here means son. Son. Here means son. He was the son of Austria. Sorry, he was the heir. That means he was a prince of Austria. But in Sarajevo at Hungary, in Sarajevo in Bosnia, he was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip. Gavrilo Princip. And he was motivated by an organization called Black Hand, or the Union of Death. So Sarajevo crisis is called the immediate war after the murder of Archduke Ferdinand. He was a Archduke of Austria. So Austria has given an ultimatum to Serbia, because Serbia was the main culprit. Actually, Serbia was responsible for the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. So Austria actually given an ultimatum to Serbia to surrender. Serbia did not surrender. So the war started. Austria was in the Triple Alliance, and Serbia became in the Triple Entente. So move to the next cause. I hope everybody has been able to understand the immediate cause. So here there is a picture. This man is called Gavrilo Princip. Gavrilo Princip. Gavrilo Princip. He is shooting Archduke Ferdinand. Black Hand is the name of the group of which Gavrilo Princip belonged. Serbia was actually responsible for the planning of the murder of Archduke Ferdinand. Let's move. During the war, Britain, France, Russia and allies were called the Allied powers. Germany, Austria and allies were called the Central powers. So the war fought on the both Western and the Eastern front. On the Western front, Germany versus Northern France, and the Eastern front in this. So you please write down the slide. We are so up to this we have discussed in this video. We will also discuss the result, the causes we have discussed so far. Causes of the First World War, the cause we have discussed, and the results we will discuss in our next video. Very soon I will be coming having the result of the First World War completed. So we will discuss the results of this war in the next video. Till then, thank you.